Good morning. So this morning I was out. Good. Welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. This is day 15. So I just remembered yesterday that 3 years ago today I broke my leg. So Tanya in South Africa, that's how you found me. 3 days after I broke my leg, I was back teaching my Zooms, and it was just amazing. So I have all these recordings of me teaching all these yoga classes with the cast on and then with the boot on, and then and so they're up online, and then Tanya found me through that. But this morning I was out in the fields, and I've been thinking about what I'm going to do for June. So this is the beginning of the photo shoot for June. I just thought it's just really incredible, isn't it? Oh, that's so amazing. So I'll launch it. It's not going to be this picture. This is too dark, but it's going to be some version of this. Yeah, I think my photo skills are getting better and better. So cool. So great. So we're going to deepen into the wave. We're going to deepen into how our spines engage and how we use that engagement in many different ways. Oh, somebody's strumming. So come lie on your back and we shall begin. And I have Eli with me today. So lying on your back, your knees are bent. And just begin by landing onto the floor. Get a sense of your shoulders. Get a sense of how your spine rests on the floor. And then push your head into the floor a little bit more. And then relax your spine down. And then push your head into the floor a little bit more. And then relax. And notice what happens in your spine as you push your head down. Nice. And then draw your elbows back and push them into the floor, and notice what happens to your spine. Eli, oh my God. Push your elbows down, let your spine pop up off the floor. Relax. Push your elbows down. Relax. Push your elbows down. And so as I push my elbows down, my spine is actually lifting off the floor. Nice. And then just rock your knees from side to side. Super. Interlock your fingers and then rock your arms from side to side so that you're swinging your arms in one direction and then in the other direction. And you're just warming up your spine as you do this. Nice. Squeeze both knees up onto your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees. Squeeze them in. Hug them in. Just really appreciate that you can move, that in this moment you can connect, just being in your body. Nice. Elbows down. Rock your knees from one side to the other side. As you rock, just feel how far do you naturally go one way or the other way. I'm always amazed at how short my range is in this particular twist. When I see other people doing it, I'm really amazed at how far down people can go with their thighs. Whereas for me, there's a certain point where I don't have the flexibility, or there's too much, I don't know what it is. I just cannot go any further than halfway down. Nice. And then just roll a big circle with your knees. And as you roll, really appreciate the contact with the floor. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Cool. Super. So arms are wide, feet are as wide as your mat, and then drop your right knee down into the center and just pause there, and then lift your chest up a little bit more. So you're drawing your shoulders back and then come to land on the floor. So as your knee goes down, push your shoulders back, the top of them, so that your spine arches a little bit more. What happens when we drop both knees down? Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. So arching your back as you drop down, and you're really consciously arching your back. Let's try the other side. Arching as you drop your knees down to the right. So you're really consciously arching the spine, giving it a little bit more energy than what we usually do in this pose. Cool. Back to center, feet on the floor. And now roll up and down along your spine and find the top of the movement. And instead of it being your hips that you push upwards, really feel that you push your shoulders down and you're engaging your chest a little bit more. And then roll down. So you just have this sense of, how am I moving my upper back as I do this? And how am I lifting my upper back off the floor as I roll up and down? Eli has so much energy. So he's just always moving, always leaping, always jumping, always first out, always first on a walk, always first over the wall. So it is a bit like being in a room with a caged lion or something. You know, he's just prowling around. It's very funny. The girls are much more soft in their energy. So just feel that. How are you engaging your lower ribs as you move up and down? Like, how are you bringing a little bit more awareness into the engagement? So for me to do that, I'm going to actually start pushing my elbows down into the floor as I lift my spine upwards. All the time, I'm always listening to my neck. I'm never doing anything that in any way compromises my neck, but I'm just giving more energy to my upper chest. Nice. Cool. Roll over onto your belly. Sleep on the ball. So we're going to do Wonder Woman Swan, which I just love. So reach your arms out forward and then slide your hands back and draw your elbows back. And we're engaging that same upper shoulders, upper spine area again. Squeeze your elbows back. And then as you reach forward, allow your feet to lift. Pull your elbows back. Reach forward. And really feel it's the upper body. Actually, don't lift your feet this time. Just focus on the upper body getting long and then the upper body squeezing backwards. Eli has become Maradona. Great. So really engaging your upper back, engaging your shoulders, really feeling your spine in your rib cage. Just feel that. Toes stay on the floor. Engage. Reaching forward one more time. Engage. Nice. Pushing up into a cat. And so we're going to try the two different ends of the cat. So start off by just moving your rib cage. Rib cage moves forward, rib cage moves backwards. And again, we're really mobilizing into that action that we've been focusing on in this class. How do I move my rib cage? How do I move my rib cage? Your head's not moving so much. So it's like a shoulder shrug, but it's your rib cage that's moving. Nice. Now the pelvic tilt. So it's only your pelvis that's moving. And then try both. pelvis and rib cage. But I want you to focus more on the rib cage. Nice. Pushing all the way back, downward dog. And just have a bit of a wiggle. So now move a little bit more into the sides of your ribs, the sides of your waist, down into your legs. Just have a sense. How do you wiggle? Nice. Walk forward, bring your elbows to your knees, and then find that rib cage movement again. So you're moving your shoulders or your ribs forward towards your hands and then away from your hands. How do you move your ribs here? Nice. Hands on your knees. Do the same movement. You're really mobilizing into the ribs. Oh, hold on. Hey, dude. Hands on your knees. Nice. And then come all the way up to stand. And we're going to try it again. So find that movement in standing. So pull your chest forward and now pull your chest backwards. So I'm noticing as I move today that one side of my rib cage engages a little bit more than the other. So I'm just leaning my attention a little bit more towards the lesser side. Because the one that can move can move. The one that doesn't move so much doesn't move so much. So I'm just really giving it attention. Nice. So this is the same movement. Oh, no. Ugh, this thing that happens. This thing that happens. Oh, it's terrible. I gotta find out why my computer's timing out. I haven't changed any settings or anything. Anyways, if any of you know why my computer's timing out suddenly, I would greatly appreciate the feedback. So come back to stand. So you're moving forwards and backwards. Nice. And so this is the same movement as swan. So reach your arms up towards the ceiling and then bend your elbows. And as you bend your elbows, your chest is going to pop forward. And then round your back, like you're going to dive into a swimming pool. But the focus is on your rib cage. So chest goes forward, chest goes back. Oh, forwards. You can bend your knees if you want to. I think I like my swan with my legs straight, actually. It kind of focuses me more into the kind of the drag through the whole of the spine in a really wholesome way. Oh, so chest goes forward, chest goes back. Forward and back. Nice. One more time. Forward and back. Nice. Cool. Bring your hands to your rib cage. We're going to be like typewriter. So move your ribs. So the bit that you're holding is just either side of the rib cage, and move your ribs from left to right as far as you can. And I'm trying to go straight across rather than side bending. So my head's not moving in space. My head is more or less staying where it is. And I have this, it's an unusual movement. I'm pushing my ribs into the hand that's holding it. Nice. And then forward and backwards again as you hold. And then circle your ribs. And see, my face is trying to help me. I always know I'm learning something new when my face starts to try and help me. So it's not your head that's moving. It's not your hips that are moving. It's your ribs that are trying to make a circle in space. And then circle in the other direction. It should feel awkward, and your toes, your face, your fingers are probably trying to help you. Great, so just roll down, roll all the way down. And pause there. And then roll all the way back up. Reach your arms wide, reaching up, looking up. Nice. Roll all the way down. And roll all the way up. Reach your arms up, reaching up. Nice. So stand to the front of your mat. We're going to bring this into a standing pose. So bring your right hand to your right knee and step your left foot way back into a lunge position. So the back foot is flat to the floor, so it's slightly turned at a 45-degree angle. Bring your hands forward in front of you and roll the ball. And as you roll the ball, it's the same movement, but our chest is slightly twisted. And we're just rolling backwards, rolling forwards. So we're rolling our shoulders in a big circle. Nice. And then just try that movement we were doing earlier. So lift your chest and then round your chest. Lift and round. My arms are just hanging. Lift, round. One more time. Lift, round. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And then lift your chest. Let your chest follow towards your hands. Maybe look up, looking up. Lift your chest more. And even more. Nice. Lower your hands down. Bring your right elbow to your right knee. And then just let your left arm hang. And then just roll your left arm like a choo-choo train. Roll the ball with your left arm. It feels like, you know, the way the wheels of a train, they have sticks between them, or I'm sure there's a word for that. And then roll the ball, roll that shoulder in the other direction. Nice. Bring your left hand flat. Drop your left knee. Reach your right arm straight up towards the ceiling. And lift your chest and look up. Really lift your chest more. Nice. Both hands to the floor. Step forward. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide. Lift your chest as you reach up and look up. Nice. All the way down. Other side. Bring your left hand to your left knee. Step your right foot back. Back foot's at a 45-degree angle. And then bring both arms forward. Rolling the ball. You can have your object between your hands if you want, or you can just have your palms facing each other. Yeah, I don't really want to bring my hands to touch here because my two arms are really different. So I'm letting them be different. And then roll the ball in the other direction. Awesome. From here, drop your arms down, let them hang. Lift your chest. And round your chest. Lift. Round. Lift. Such a beautiful morning. Wow. Round. Lift. Round. Lift both arms up towards the ceiling. Lift your chest as you reach up, look up. Lift your chest more. Really have a sense of mapping into the expansion of the front and the pushing forward of the back. Nice. Drop your left elbow to your left knee and just roll your right shoulder in a big circle. Rolling the ball with the right shoulder. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Drop your right hand to the floor, drop your right knee, reach your left hand up towards the ceiling, lift your chest and follow that arm. You can, if you want, look up as well. Lift your chest. Lift your chest. Awesome. Both hands to the floor. Come, lie on the floor, all the way down. Land on the floor. Nice. And then just roll, bring your palms together and roll like there's a clock between your shoulder blades. Palms together and then roll like there's a clock between your shoulder blades in the other direction. Cool. Drop your arms wide, drop your knees down, pause. Nice. Drop your knees down, pause. Super. Knees back to center. And just what is the call of your body right now? I want to wrap my knees around and hug my knees towards my chest. But what would be a really beautiful thing for you to do? When you feel into your body, what does the call for? Nice. Stretch your legs. If you're squeezing your knees in towards you, just stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. Nice. Wonderful. So yeah, I have to find out why my computer's timing out. I'm not clear. I'm not sure. I've just never done that before. Oh, and I'm running out of battery. Oh my God. So I'll see you all tomorrow morning, bright and early. And yeah, that image that's going to be, it's not this is not what we're going to end up with, but this is the beginning. I just have this sense of all these arms and yeah, and sun and light and so yeah, so watch this space and we shall create the image for June in the next week or so. So great. I will see you all tomorrow. Those of you who haven't checked it out, check out my website. You can almost see the name of it there. Yeah. So yogawithkira.yoga. And yeah, so if ever you want to find the next class or the last class, it's all up there. All the different months are up there, information, testimonials, how to pay, all these different things. They're all there in one place. So yeah, be well, be awesome, be you, and yeah, shine bright. Super. Okay. I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me. Such a pleasure in my day. Great. Bye-bye.